Hey everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Sara Davis. This week we take a look at one of the fastest growing sports in the United States. On top of that, we check out the cross-country team's new way of competing this season. We meet one of the soccer players, and we get a workout tip from LTU's very own Brian Whitting. Don't go anywhere, the LTU Sports Report starts right now. The men and women's golf teams are back and stronger than ever. We got some insight on what to expect from our golfers this season.
So we had a pretty strong schedule to start the season. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we had to cancel a lot of our out-of-state tournaments. We've changed to a lot of one-day events, so we're limiting our overnight stays, and almost all of our events are placed in Michigan now.
It's definitely going to be a lot different. Typically, we get to travel outside of Michigan, but this year we've got to keep it local, which is really good actually for all of our parents and friends and family if they want to come out and watch. However, we do need to keep social distance in mind. Another thing that's a little bit different in the golf world is we can't pull the pin out, so that's been a big adjustment for a lot of us. Other than that, we're still playing, so everyone's really excited to get out on the course. This Tuesday, the 8th, we travel to Lourdes' course, which is borderline Michigan, Sylvania, Ohio. And that's going to be a big tournament. Lourdes is a big competitor of ours. Towards the end of the month, we've got another big tournament coming up. We're hoping to go up to Harbor Shores, which is up north. It's a beautiful course right on the water. So this year we've got a lot of good competition, but we've also got a lot of good players.
Our schedule is one of our best recruiting tools. We go to a lot of cool places that not a lot of NAIA schools go to. So it was a big hit, but these guys are still ready to play. The men's team is looking really, really strong. Got a really strong class, and we got a lot of good returning players.
We've definitely got a lot of strong competition on our team alone, so if I were the other teams, I'd watch out. So the off season for golf is a little bit different because it is an individual sport, so it's kind of on you to practice. However, we do have a really hard-working group of girls, so if I had to say, everybody practiced a lot because we all came back a lot stronger and a lot better than last year. It was unfortunate to have our season taken from us last season, but I think everybody took it as motivation just to get better for the upcoming season, and we all came back a lot better.
A lot of our teams have backed out of some of the tournaments that we are hosting. I know in the WAC preview, because our championship is in the spring, and we've had about 4 or 5 of the WAC teams back out. We won't be able to see all of them before the championship like we usually do, but I think we're pretty strong this year.
And here are some results from the LTU golf team's first tournament of the season. The men's and women's golf teams kicked the season off strong by winning the Lourdes Invitational. The tournament took place at the Legacy Golf Course in Ottawa, Michigan. Starting with the women's team, Sara Davis, a senior from Groseal, Michigan, led the way, carding an 85 and finishing the tournament in 3rd place. Followed by the 3 other Blue Devils that tied for 4th, 5th, and 6th place with scores of 86. Manasa Potlery, Lauren Hartline, and Rachel KRISTIAN. Switching over to the men's team, LTU took both 1st and 2nd place. The A team finished 1st with a total of 295, and the B team shot 304. Highlighting a few players that finished in the top 5 of the tournament was Luis Pacheco, who won the Lourdes Invitational, finishing 1 under par. The runner-up was Victor Quinek, finishing 1 over par. Then Eddie Sheehan and Bruno Vicente tied for 3rd with a total of 73. The Blue Devils will be back in competition on Thursday, September 17th. And now we go from the golf course over to the soccer field, and we get to know Matthew Summers from the men's soccer team.
My name is Matthew Summers. I'm a freshman and I play men's soccer. My favorite TV show is Entourage because who loves a party? Everybody loves a party. My favorite athlete is Tom Brady. Came out of a 6th round pick, showed the world what he can do, and I guess it's that the work you put in gets you to where you want to be. My celebrity crush is Madison Beer. I mean, she is just my wife. We've been on so many dates together, and we're just meant to be. I'm a big lion guy, shows his dominance over everyone. He kind of shows that he can be the king of what he wants to be.
Up next is another great tip from head strength coach Brian Whitting.
One thing you might be overlooking right now is skill development. You got a lot of time right now to work on school, to do your workouts, and to do your conditioning. Don't forget to work on your game. As you can see, I need to do that so I don't snap my wedge in half next time I go golfing. Shank.
Thanks, Coach. And we stopped by the men's soccer practice for a preview of their shortened fall schedule due to COVID-19.
Yeah, so the schedule is definitely a lot different this year, splitting the season between the fall and the spring. However, in some cases it's a blessing because we get to play soccer all year round and not just during the fall. So it's something that's a lot different that this program's never seen before, but it's something that we're just gonna have to adapt to and just welcome into this year. Gotta keep adapting and just go with the flow. That's basically what everyone's been doing this year, so excited to do that.
We unfortunately had to deal with COVID. That unfortunately pushed our season back to October to start games. We're only playing about 5 or 6 games, unfortunately. However, that means we get more time to implement a bunch of our new players. We got a big freshman class that came in, and this definitely gives us extra time to get everyone comfortable with the new system.
Right now, we're playing 5 conference games along with 2 friendlies with some Division III schools. We're really excited for those 5 conference games to start off right off the bat with conference play. We're looking forward to some really interesting matches. We're starting off against Cleary here at home and then traveling over to Indiana Tech. That's always a really good, tough battle. They beat us last year in the WAC semifinals, and we also beat them 2 years ago in the WAC final, so that's always a very exciting and competitive game. So really looking forward to the fall WAC games.
Last year, during the semifinals of the WAC, we got knocked out by Indiana Tech, so we look forward to playing them again and hopefully getting a different result.
The team's got a lot of new faces. We have a lot of freshmen this year, so combining sort of the seniors who have more experience and a bit more wisdom with the energy and the ferociousness, I guess, of the freshmen has been a really good mix so far. The intensity levels have been great. It's been some of the best intensity I've seen in my 4 years here as a player. So we're really excited. Right now, we're really just focusing on our fitness and to make sure the intensity is good every day. And once conference play comes, we'll be unlocking doors for sure.
I think we're looking great. Honestly, I think the freshmen who came out are definitely going to make a difference, and us returning seniors, I think we'll be able to lead them to a good season.
We've got another Get to Know segment, but this time it features Rachel KRISTIAN from the women's golf team.
Hi, I'm Rachel KRISTIAN and I'm a senior on the women's golf team. My celebrity crush is probably Tom Holland because he's not bad looking. Outside of golf, my favorite thing to do is probably play video games because it's an easy de-stressor. My favorite superhero is SPIDERMAN because he can fly and shoot webs. My favorite place to vacation is probably California just because it's like colorful and nice and hot but not.
Let's head over to the Willow Metro Park in New Boston, Michigan, where we caught up with the cross-country team during their first meet of the season.
Decided to do the inter-squad meet today because our season was pretty much postponed to the spring. All our competitions that we had planned on going to do this year all got canceled, but I'm still treating them as meets, but they're going to be inter-squad, so the kids are going to be going up against each other at every place that we go to.
So we basically treat it as a meet day. Same warm-up, same workouts, same preparation, and just getting ready to go.
This is the Wayne State meet that we were supposed to do today.
One of the hardest courses that we run because of that huge hill that we have to run 3 times because it's a 6K and it's a 2K loop.
Racing against other schools, you don't know who's going to be fast or who's not fast, but since it's your own team, you have a mental advantage of knowing like who should go where and who should beat someone.
There wasn't any other girls out there to chase, but I had the boys team to help me out a lot, and I was able to get a PR and also break the school record, so it actually went pretty well. We divided our girls team into 2 different teams, and so it was the blue team and the white team. I was on the blue team, and we were able to win today, so that was nice too.
My team won today, 28-30.
because there's not really a season, like making it to nationals and stuff, those goals are kind of gone, but there's still always the time goals to get faster. So there's still a couple school records that I still want to get and just keep getting faster and faster, really. So just going to try and hit those time goals.
We feel that they're a little bit ahead of schedule, so that means that we can turn our workouts up just a little bit more. We think that it will help the team tremendously because they're actually getting an abbreviated season in right now, getting prepared for the season in the spring, which will probably be a little bit shorter. So they'll be pretty well conditioned, do a little bit of indoor track, and then come out for the cross-country season, and then be ready for outdoor track.
Well, that's all the athletic updates we have for you this week. And if you're not already, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at LTU Athletics. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Sara Davis. We'll see you next week.